I just want to talk very fast here because I'm so paranoid that they're going to pull the plug on us here in the Rose Garden.
Welcome to today's Cable News Craziness, where we take a look at some of the craziness that takes place on cable news. Today, Joy Reid, MSNBC. She is joined by Lincoln Project co-founder or whatever. There's like 35 of these weirdos. Kurt Bardella. And they're talking about groups that have done damage to American democracy. And boy, oh boy, the GOP, right up there at the top. And wait till you hear why. Roll it.
I've been thinking to myself this whole time, Al-Qaeda, Osama bin Laden, the Taliban, the people who wanted to do harm to our nation and to our way of life and our democracy, they got nothing on what this Republican Party is doing. The idea that a member of their party, of their leadership, whose last name is Cheney, could be purged from their leadership for telling the truth about January 6th, for telling the truth about a violent insurrection that claimed the lives of among them, a Capitol police officer. The fact that people like Cheney won't support the great lie that this election was rigged or there was voter fraud, that anti-democratic forces are hijacking this party, purging one of the members who won't abide by the party line, that is so detrimental and dangerous. We are a two-party system in this country. That's how it was built, for better or worse. When one of those two parties becomes this radicalized and the core of the party's ideology is anti-democratic, that is a very dangerous development going on that's going to result in more violence, that's going to result in more attempts to overthrow our government, that's going to result in people losing lives, just like January 6th.
Well, and, Angela, it feels like we are at a much more dangerous point now, because you're also seeing the Republican Party emerge as a white interests party and saying that if they don't get their way, they're willing to literally commit violence to overturn an election because they don't believe people of color even should be apparently, access to voting.
Did you really think you were going to get through an entire clip of a Joy Reid show where you don't have race mentioned a bunch of ridiculous times because apparently the Republican Party is the white grievance party that doesn't want black people to vote, all of which is untrue. So forget about Joy Reid and her stupid racial stuff. And let's talk for a second about the Lincoln Project guy. He starts rattling off people that have actually attacked America as an entity. Not the people at the U.S. Capitol who partook in an insurrection and who were completely wrong and are being rounded up and jailed. Yes, I'm not talking about those people. No. The entire Republican Party, of course, has done more damage to America and the democracy than Al-Qaeda and Osama bin Laden. Now, I guess if you want to narrowly define what we're talking about here, maybe that is in some way, shape, or form true, but I don't think this guy really can understand that. Instead, it's just like Al-Qaeda bad, Osama bin Laden bad, GOP worse. And the simple fact here is none of this is true. And the fact that they're having an inter-party squabble between Cheney and Trump and Cheney and McCarthy is sort of irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. Most people can't tell you who the number two on the Democratic side of the aisle is because it generally doesn't matter. This is a fundraising position. This is a leadership position. When you lose your team, which Cheney has for various reasons, you got to be replaced. Now, do I care? No, because 2 weeks from now, nobody's going to be talking about this. But what we should be talking about is the fact that modern Democrats, Lincoln Project pedophile enablers like Kurt Bardella and Joy Reid are more interested in telling you that these people are trying to harm you and harm democracy and harm black people and harm all these people when that is not the case. This is an instance where something terrible happened, January 6th. And just because not everyone agrees with every aspect of this, it doesn't mean that those people are evil. You understand? Just because they think there was something wrong with the election, which I believe as well, that doesn't mean we support insurrectionists. It doesn't mean we like what happened on January 6th. And even if you think the election was stolen, which you are allowed to do because Democrats did that from 2016 until 2020, you still can't support what happened at the U.S. Capitol. And trying to take those two things and putting them together is completely irresponsible. So it's perfect for Joy Reid's show and cable news craziness. We got more clips for you. Come on back tomorrow. Like, subscribe, follow, and we'll see you soon.
Hey folks, Dale Jackson here, and this is my son, Grant. Now, I'm here to talk to you about Top Shelf Customized Cleaning. He's a handful, I'm a handful, and if I want to stay married, I need Top Shelf Customized Cleaning to come and take care of my house. They do an amazing job for me, and they'll do an amazing job for you. Cindy loves them. I love them. Grant loves them as well. Check them out on Facebook. Top Shelf Customized Cleaning. And don't forget, call them today, 256-417-9122. And when you talk to them, make sure you tell them Grant sent you.